Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome back to another Pixelmon guide here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to get the newly acquired Dipplin in your Pixelmon world. If you guys didn't know, Dipplin was recently added in the most recent Pixelmon update version 9.3.9. The current only version is available, and for anyone who still plays on previous versions that aren't 1.21.1, you're going to need to update if you want to actually play this newer version. Rain! I didn't ask for the rain! Get out of here! Okay. Now that the rain's gone. So Dipplin here, if you guys didn't know, is an evolution of Applin, and it was released within the Scarlet and Violet DLC of the regular Pokemon games. So how you acquire this thing, believe it or not, is it does not actually spawn in the wild. So where is it going to spawn? Well, you're going to have to like the video to find that out. So consider doing that before we get into this guide. Anyway, let's talk about this. So to evolve an Applin into a Dipplin, you're going to need to acquire the Syrupy Apple. So that's what this looks like right here. The Syrupy Apple is obtained a few different ways, so let's talk about it. So the Syrupy Apple can be obtained whenever you catch an Applin. It has a 5% chance. You can also headbutt or use Sweet Scent with Applin in order to acquire it. The headbutt on the Forest, Roof Forest, or Ultra Forest is like a 5% chance of giving you one of the Syrupy Apples, so you can do it that way. Or you can use Greg here. No, you can use this infuser here. So how you use the infuser is you combine a sweet apple with a honey bottle, and you will get the Syrupy Apple that way. So there's two different ways to acquire it. I guess technically three. So it's completely up to you if you guys want to do that. If you're wondering where Applin typically spawns, it's very much in the Ultra Forest. That is like the highest chance you have of getting a bunch of Applin. So if you just spam catch a bunch of them, one of them probably will have the Syrupy Apple held item. And then after that, you just feed it to Applin. It will evolve into a Dipplin. So for anyone curious, Dipplin, it's been a while since a Pokemon hasn't spawned naturally in the wild. In Pixelmon, typically they allow for at least a Pokemon to spawn naturally, but it still does have a catch rate of 45 for anyone wondering, even though it can't technically spawn, and an EV yield of 2 defense, even though, again, it can't technically spawn. So I'm not entirely sure what's up about that, but we can Poke-spawn them in, so I will do that. So we're spawning a bunch of Dipplin here. And like I said, their levels are going to be around what you're seeing them spawning here. If they were to naturally spawn, again, they do not do that at the moment. But if I were to enter battle with Dipplin and defeat it, it has a 100% chance of dropping 1 to 2 apples, a 50% chance of dropping 1 to 4 sugar, a 30% chance of dropping 1 grass gem, and a 10% chance of dropping a golden apple. So very curious why they give these Pokemon like drop chance and stuff even if they can't technically spawn. I guess it probably has to do with if they actually wanted to pursue the thing of spawning naturally allowed, or if you're a person like me that can Poke-spawn them in, then that might also be the reason. Conversely, if you want to breed Dipplins, this is something you can do. You're going to need 5 grass, 3 oak leaves, and 3 grass blocks in order to breed them in the breeding machine for anyone curious. Otherwise, that is going to do pretty much on how to acquire Dipplin in Pixelmon. Again, it's not the typical way of just going out and finding it, but I think it's still pretty easy to actually get this guy, and it shouldn't be too hard at all. So if you guys enjoyed, do me a favor, leave a like on this video. It goes a long way to help support the channel. Consider subscribing if you're new, and leave your comments down below if you have any questions, comments, and concerns. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, and goodbye.